Now, what I wanted to point out to you guys, and it was something that I already knew about when I made that video. It's just something that I was leaving out so that you guys could find it on your own and see the extra relevance. But I have to show it to you now so that this video makes sense. What I was hiding from you is that next year we are going to have another remake of Miami Vice,
starring Michael B. Jordan
as Ricardo Tubbs. Now, that is very, very interesting, being that we have Michael and Jordan, but also
MJ making yet another appearance in a brand new source of media that hasn't even come out yet, that is tied to the pattern and the algorithm that we've been decoding.
So, with the introduction of the Court Center DLC, there was a lot of things that we can talk about in this video, namely these paintings. What I wanted to show you, other than these significant names and even aspects of things that we've talked about before, is a painting called Juiced. Now, what I just showed you was a snippet or a trailer for the film The Thomas Crown Affair.
The Thomas Crown Affair.
Starring Pierce Brosnan, or our boy James Bond. Understand that this film is relevant, and it's not something that I'm just connecting because of a James Bond connection, but because of a physical reference that I just showed you, and that being the variant film poster that this film was featured with. Ain't that some shit?
I've been taking risks my entire life. But last night, it was different. I felt alive. My heart was racing. Every step was part of a plan. Things slowed down. It was silent. And I was surprised how easy it was. But I'm not finished yet. That's what excites me. Move, everyone, move! I just had to come over and introduce myself. Thomas Crown.
I know exactly who you are.
Yo, what's good? It's your boy Ninsky. And in this video, you guys, we're going to understand somewhat of a phenomenon that has been happening on this channel. And it's something that I've been trying to demonstrate and showcase to you guys throughout this series labeled Patterns and Predictions. So if you've been keeping up with these last two videos, you would have noticed how we've basically been talking about things in previous videos that have shown up in future DLC within GTA, being the Court Center heist. Namely, the latest prediction being a post that I made about a week ago, but for those of you that didn't see that in this video, and like I showed you in the intro, I featured a film by the name of A Thomas Crown Affair. And then essentially a week later, we receive the new trailer for the new Thomas Crown Affair starring Michael B. Jordan. So again, this is something that I have to ask, how is this possible? Now, for those of you who may doubt what I do here on this channel, which is totally fine, you might be sitting there saying, well, you could have known about the production through the internet or IMDb or whatever. That is certainly the case. I did know about this film beforehand, but there is no possible way that I could have known that the trailer was going to drop a week after I made a video talking about Thomas Crown Affair starring Pierce Brosnan. But even that, a month before that, talking about Michael B. Jordan. One thing I want to sort of make mention of is that I don't make this video to boost my own ego or to say, hey, everyone, look how great I am. It's to once again showcase the pattern that Rockstar are giving us. So, being that Rockstar gave us a DLC that is, in my opinion, heavily based off a few movies, but one in particular being the Thomas Crown Affair, did they know or were they aware that the trailer was going to drop for the new version of this movie? Possibly. So what we're going to do today is basically dig a little bit deeper like we normally do, but it is again to showcase relevance between what I've been showing you and what Wispy showed us 10 years ago. Now, I've already made significance about this man's name being a segregation of Michael, but also we have again MJ tying us back to people like Michael Jackson and Michael J. Fox. However, this man, Michael B. Jordan, his main role that he is known for is in the film series Creed. Now, Creed is relevant for aspects of Philadelphia and the sun and other things that we'll talk about, but namely Creed, something that Wispy told us to pay attention to over 10 years ago.
Hi, can I help you?
Yeah, I'm gonna drop something off for someone.
Hey, Jesse, my man. Creed, no, what the hell? You know, what's up with these cameras? These schizo freaks.
I know. Hey, my crystal meth got here, guys.
No, it's no.
Creed Bratton, all right? Now, I want you guys to understand and pay attention to something here, all right? This motherfucker's from The Office, right? But he's also a member of a musical group, all right? He was a member of
Grassroots.
All right,
1969.
All right, from 1967 to 1969, this motherfucker was lead singer for Grassroots. Now, I want you guys to understand something if you don't already fucking know. All right, Grassroots. All right, they're piecing shit together throughout the whole fucking game as a mosaic. Little bits and pieces here and fucking there. Piece it all together, segregate and rearrange, put your fucking puzzle together.
Now, looking at the film Creed, one thing that we need to understand for those people who aren't aware, Creed is tied into the Rocky film series featuring Sylvester Stallone. Now, as I said, there are a few things about this film that show relevance into things that we've been talking about before, being the location that this movie takes place in, and that being Philadelphia for aspects of the sun and also Delphi. This ties back into why Michael B. Jordan's dad in this film is
Apollo Creed.
And for anyone who's wondering what this has to actually do with the game, that game being GTA 5, I ask you, why would they bring back a character from GTA 4 to GTA 5 being Rocco or Rocky? And I say the name Rocky or Rocco for specific reasons. And that being things that we've talked about before, like nicknames. Rocco.
What I want you guys to understand here is, once again, Midnight Club LA. Now, in this cutscene, it goes by very fast, and they love doing things fast enough for you to
go back again and try to pay attention. When we start to pay attention, we notice this element of a license plate that is bluish. But neither here nor there. There are elements of different references all through the game, like their mission names or race names within Balboa Park.
First, you gotta get speed. Demon speed. Speed's what we need. We need greasy, fast speed.
Now I show you a trick how to get some speed in them legs. You have to wear that stinking sweatshirt.
Well, it brings me luck, you know.
You know what it brings? It brings flies. Now listen, I want you to try...
Listen to me. I want you to try to chase this little chicken.
Oh, what do I gotta chase a chicken for? It's embarrassing, you know?
First, because I said so. And second, because chicken chasing is how we always used to train in the old days.
You catch this thing, you can catch grease lightning.
Ready?
Yeah, well, I'd rather eat it than chase it. Ain't very mature,
Listen,
but if you say
well,
so.
neither are you very mature. Now listen, get this thing.
A fighter ain't a farmer.
Come on, go on and get him! Get him, get him, get him! Come on, what's the matter with you? Get him! Pick him up! Put him down! Pick him up! Put him down! What's the matter? You're so fast. What are you standing still or something? Speed, speed! Can't you catch your little chicken? Huh? Come on, run! Move your tail! Move your tail! You look like a girl out there. What's the matter with you?
So what you're looking at here is the man that I just showed you in that scene being Burgess Meredith. Now, for those of you who aren't aware, Burgess Meredith had quite an extensive filmography prior to the Rocky series, but one of the main roles that he was known for was playing Penguin in the Batman series. But going back to what brought us here, and without straying too far off track, that being Michael B. Jordan, one of the earlier films that I wanted to show you that this man featured in, and it goes quite a way back, being 2007, was a film called Blackout. And you can see that his character was called CJ. Now, I'm not going to go too much into this film and what it's about or anything like that. Again, we're using it as a portal. And like Burgess Meredith said, we have to get speed, and speed is what we need. And in order to get speed, we have to find ourselves a chicken or a rooster. Now, we're going to use this, like I said, as a portal. And we're going to shoot for the stars. The main star being Jeffrey Wright. Now, if you don't remember, I brought this man up before. Let's see where this is going to take us. So, sticking with the last person we looked at, William Fichtner. He was in a small little movie called OG. Now, we just looked at Tone Lock, which took us to OG Lock. Okay? OG. Coming up again. So what I wanted to show you was that in this film there is a particular actor, the main actor, Jeffrey Wright. This man was in something that I recently talked about. He was Lieutenant Gordon in the newest Batman, but he was also in Westworld alongside Aaron Paul, and he was in the James Bond movies. And whether you think I'm wrong or whether you think I'm right, what is important is the truth. And that being that our pattern works, and we are to chase the star that we are looking for. And that star being the answer. The same answer that was given to us over 10 years ago. Aaron Paul. Spread the truth.
You ever think about why we do what we do? Help people. Put it all on the line for someone who won't ever know your name, won't send you a thank you card, won't be at your bedside when you get hurt. That's why I would have cut them all. Starting with that. Why is she staring at you? Yeah. I guess I hadn't considered some things. Lizzie, hey, you get up. Get up! Keep up. No!
Speed, demon speed. Speed's what we need. We need greasy, fast speed.